to the neighborhood. How are we doing? Well, I know that we got some news that we're not all happy about. We are closed for a few more weeks because the governor closed us a little bit more longer. So hopefully soon we can start to have program. But so that's not very good. And it's raining outside. That's not very good either. So I thought I would read a book. It's called Alexander and the Horrible, no good, very bad day. I just love this book because I think it's funny. And I just thought I would share it with you on this rainy Friday afternoon. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. And I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Well, maybe he shouldn't have gone to bed with gum in his mouth, right? That's what I think. All right. At breakfast, this one cracked me up when I was reading it beforehand. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box. And Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal. But in my breakfast cereal, I found nothing. Poor little guy. He doesn't look very happy. I know when I was a kid, we used to read the cereal boxes, and we did dig inside to try to find the prizes. That was always fun. I think I'll move to Australia. Think that's a good move? Probably not now. All right, this one's funny too. Poor little guy. Feel bad for him. He just has a lot of bad luck today, huh? In the carpool, Miss Gibson let Becky have the seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got the seats by the window too. I was being scrunched. I was being smushed. I said, if I don't get the seat by the window, I'm going to get carsick. No one ever even watched. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, no good, very bad day. Poor guy. Look at this VW. I love VWs. I used to have one when I learned how to drive. They were the best cars. Alrighty. At school, Mrs. Deakins liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. Poor guy. Sometimes it's okay to have a teacher like something else, right? At singing time, she said, I sang too loud. At counting time, she said, I left out the number 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Poor little guy. Sometimes in life, things just don't always go our way, does it? But we ought to always make the best of every situation. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't going to be his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and then Albert Mayo was his next best friend, and that I was his only third best friend. Did that ever happen to you? When you got third on the list of a friend? Sometimes that doesn't always make you feel so good, does it? I hope you sit on a tack. That wasn't very nice. I said to Paul, I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone and the ice cream falls apart off and the cone lands in the hands in Australia. Apparently he went to Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar and almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that he had a little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess what? Guess whose mother forgot to put dessert in his lunch? Who do you think it was? Yep, it was probably his mom. Poor guy. Not a good day for him, is it? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, a very bad day. See the picture here? Can you see that? Looks like he went home. Okay, let's see. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist. Oh, that's not home, is it? That's the dentist. Do you like to go to the dentist? I don't like to go to the dentist. I get scared of the dentist. But we have to do it. And Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Not my other brothers and sisters. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week. I said I was going to Australia. It's going down under. Uh-oh. See the picture? What do you think happened to him? He looks like he fell, and it looks like it might be a little muddy in there. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot. There it is. Him closed on his foot. He should be like like me and not go on an elevator. And while we were waiting for my mom to get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was all muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was crying like a baby. He probably was. While I was punching Nick for crying, or saying crying baby, now Mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. Well, he shouldn't have been fighting for calling, or his brother calling him a crybaby, right? We need to sometimes just walk away from those situations and not get in a fight, because then you get in trouble for fighting. And then, of course, he got in trouble because he fell in the mud. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody, but no one answered. No one seemed to care. But we care, right? We care what happens to you. What do you think they're doing here? One looks like they're tying their shoe. All right, I'm going to go this way with you. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose the white ones with the black stripes. Nick chose the red ones with the red stripes. And I chose the blue ones with the red stripes. But the shoe man said, we're all sold out. Oh, poor little guy. They made me buy plain old white sneakers. But they didn't make me wear them. Well, they can't make me wear them. Look how miserable he is. He's not a happy camper. He didn't get his sneakers he wanted. He got a cavity. He got in a fight. He got all muddy. He got gum in his hair. Oy, oy, oy. All in one day. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a very good day, does it? Alrighty, now they're getting all packed up. And looks like they're doing all sorts of stuff. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copy machine. But I forgot. Ooh, it sounded like he wasn't a good listener. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk. And I was careful as I could be, except for my elbow. He also said, don't fool around with the phone. But I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Look what he did to his dad's desk. All because of an elbow. And he wasn't following the rules. There was a lima bean for dinner. And I hate llama. I don't like them either. There was kissing on TV. And I hate kissing. Look at his face. So funny. Thank you, Michelle and Lloyd, for watching. I appreciate it. You guys are suffering through me. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate the railroad pajamas. I don't know, little boys would like that, right? Well, it probably sounds like it's the end of the day because he's in the bathtub and he has his PJs on. He probably thinks it's still a no good rotten day, does he? Look at he's going into bed with his brothers. I love those little bunk beds. They're so cute. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I kept. And the Mickey Mouse nightstand burned out, and I bit my tongue. You ever bit your tongue? Bite your tongue? Yeah, it doesn't hurt, does it? It hurts a lot, right? The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. But Mom said, some days are just like that. It's true. Some days things just don't always go the way we want. But we still have to make it the best, right? And stay strong and stay as positive as we can. And he said, even in Australia. That was his goal, was to get to Australia. Well, it's a rainy day, and we're still snuggled inside in our little homes. And we hope that soon we can open up and we can start to have program, and I get to see you guys all soon. But for right now, we're still on a close watch, right? So I'll still be doing some books for you guys and doing some videos. And I wish you very well. Mwah. And I love you. And you guys all take care. Alrighty, ciao, baby.